So it's time for some great Xbox and Xbox Game Pass news. As it looks like within next a month and a half, we're really going to get a ton of great new games added to Game Pass, some of them day one. Let's look into this. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today I would like to talk about games, new games that will be added to Game Pass very soon, and I will focus on next a month and a half. Obviously there's a ton of great other games coming later, April, May, June and stuff, so I may make another video about it like later, but today I want to focus on the immediate future, so really February, March, and there's actually a ton of great games coming to Game Pass, and one of such games is obviously Ghostwire Tokyo, and even though that game has not been officially confirmed to be coming to Xbox, it's coming, and it's coming in March. Okay, so let's start with games that are coming like very soon, or maybe let's start with games that have already released. So a few days ago, Madden NFL 23 actually launched, so that's available on Game Pass. So that's for my American friends, I guess. Like, I know that you guys love this sport there. So yeah, on February 9th, SD Gundam Battle Alliance actually launched as well, so that's for you to play as well. Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, that's a kind of an RPG kind of game, I guess. Launched yesterday, so that's another game. And now let's talk about games that are coming very soon. So first off, tomorrow Shadow Warrior 3 Definite Edition is coming to Game Pass for Xbox and PC. And this is not a new game per se, but I think it launched last year or something. But it's a okay game if you like fast-paced, kind of Doom-like kind of game, I guess, when it comes to actually, fast-paced shooters. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun. But the game I'm really looking forward to is Atomic Heart, which launches on February 21st, which is like less than a week really. So yeah, that's a day one release for Xbox and PC. I'm talking about Game Pass. Obviously the game will be available on other platforms as well, but I'm focusing on what's coming to Game Pass. So this is one of these BioShock-like kind of games. So I can't wait to play that game. It looks so good. Developers have been working on that game for like 6 years, I think, or something like that. So day one release Atomic Heart. Now, around a week later, we're going to get another day one release for Xbox Game Pass and PC. Wulong Fallen Dynasty. Now, I think we may be getting a demo before the official launch, so stay tuned for that. I did play the demo they released last year, and it was actually pretty good. So that's another bigger AAA, AA, I guess, release coming to Game Pass. That's March 3rd, so that's not really long of a wait. So make sure you finish Atomic Heart before you start that game, right? It's up to you, I guess. Now, Way to the Woods actually is coming in March as well. Now, I was like wondering, what is this game? And I'm not sure if you remember, like a year or 2 years ago, Xbox actually showed that game about deers and stuff. That's the game. And it actually looks pretty cute, right? I mean, I know that this is not a game for everyone, but it's coming to Game Pass, I think, in March. I don't think we've got like official date for that game just yet. Then also we've got MLB The Show 23, day one release, March 28th. So that's coming to Game Pass as well. Now, I'm not really sure if that's coming to both PC Game Pass and Xbox Game Pass. So I would have to double check, right? But anyway, at least it's on Game Pass. So again, that's probably mainly more for American gamers or Japanese gamers. Where do people play baseball? We do have baseball here in Poland, in Europe as well, but it's not as popular, if you know what I mean. We actually play football. Soccer. You call it soccer, guys, right? So anyway, Yeah, so these are games that are coming, and that's like official release release list, I would say. And like I said, don't forget about Ghostwire Tokyo, because this title is it's a similar story to Deathloop, right? So Deathloop was one of those two games, so Deathloop and Ghostwire Tokyo, that Sony PlayStation paid Bethesda for exclusivity, right? So so they got these games first, and Ghostwire Tokyo launched on March 21st, I want to say, or something like that, end of March, basically. And that means that it's probably going to release for Xbox and will be added to Game Pass day one around March this year. So yeah, listen, you know, next, I would say 6 weeks is going to be packed with a lot of great games, I would say, right? And don't forget that they haven't even announced all Xbox Game Pass games for March. So what they usually do is that whenever they know that there's like a day one release, right? So like Atomic Heart or Wulong, they announce these games way in advance, so we know that these titles are coming. But they usually add, you know, games they like last minute. So for example, Shadow Warrior 3 that is releasing in Game Pass is going to be added to Game Pass tomorrow. Well, that was announced like literally 2 or 3 days ago, right? So there's still going to be more games added to Game Pass, just not day one releases. When it comes to day one releases, that's the list I've just given you. So when it comes to day one releases, it's just going to be Ghostwire Tokyo. Yeah, well, I guess not sure if you can actually. Yes, it's day one for Xbox, I guess, right? Atomic Heart, Wulong, these are titles, and Way to the Woods and MLB The Show, that's day one release as well. So I mean, that's a lot of day one games for 6 weeks kind of period anyway, right? Like, listen, like, I've been complaining about Xbox content that Xbox have been putting or not been putting to Game Pass last year, but like this year already is actually pretty good, right? So we got Age of Empires for Xbox, we had that Hi-Fi Rush, and was there anything else? There was some other like games here and there. And now that's when that looks like Xbox is going to step up, and finally we will eat good when it comes to actually content, and that's great. And don't forget other games that are coming. Obviously, I'm still playing Hogwarts Legacy, to be honest with you, and I think I'll be playing it for next, you know, probably couple of weeks. It's a big game. I will focus on story first, but like I want to explore later and stuff. By the way, I'm recording all that, and I will actually put that on my other MaDz channel as well. So if you are into that, and like I said, guys, there's still a ton of games. Like Redfall is coming this year, Stalker, Ark 2, Flintlock. That's still early 2023. Nobody really actually knows the exact date. Amnesia is coming to Game Pass apparently. Redfall, oh, I did say that. Last Case of Benedict Fox, Minecraft Legends, Everspace 2 full release apparently is coming on April 6th. There we go. That's not March, but anyway. So yeah, like, listen, guys, like, so many great games. Just, you know, I don't know where you will guys find time to actually play these games. I don't know. Yeah, I'll have don't worry, I will have the same problem. So we are in this together, right? So guys, thanks a lot again. Really appreciate all support. Don't forget to like, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you all in the next one. Take care.